Hello friends, welcome to our another chapter, that is clock and calendar. This is Neetu. Today we'll be taking logical reasoning classes, that is related with the CSAT part 2, and I've already covered dice. That is also one recorded session, and few due to some issues that I could not be coming online, and I'm just having the recorded sessions. So anybody who's having any kind of doubt related with these chapters can give your comments, and I'll be solving the questions later. Clear, guys? So before starting with the chapter, again, I'll be telling you guys about the our channel and the platform. So this is the channel Let's Crack UPSC CSA English, where you'll be finding all my videos by the name of Neetu Goel. Clear, guys? So before telling you details, I am actually interested in telling you details about the subscription also. So if you're taking the subscription, what exactly do you get? I've explained in DICE classes also, but here also I'm telling you again. So anybody who's preparing for 2021 or 22, 23, 24 further upcoming years, guys, please be organized and consistent. This Unacademy would be helping you with the subscription. We have got designed every course for UPSC CSC, and you can have the benefit of availing all that. Clear? So if you are taking the subscription, exactly why you should take and what all do you get, I tell you. Daily live classes, as we have daily live classes we are taking. The same way you'll be having daily live classes access, in which you can chat with the educator, you can engage in any kind of discussions which we are having. You can ask your doubts and participate in the answer polls as we do in Unacademy app. Clear? Clear, guys? So you will be having all the daily live classes also, and we have designed live tests and the quizzes. So there are mock tests and the quizzes which we have designed even for the live as well as recorded one. You can have access to all the quizzes and the mock test so that you can understand what exactly you are performing, how you are performing for your exams, right? You will not be having in any kind of dilemma that whether you are working right or not. Third thing which I tell you guys, you do not need to worry about the syllabus. We have comprehensively covered everything which UPSC has given us, right? So UPSC has given us whatever syllabus, we have covered everything. Okay, guys? And unlimited access means to all. All means all are live and recorded courses. So you guys have all the live and recorded courses access, and you do not even need to think about any other source. You can have every knowledge from one source, that is Unacademy. Clear, guys? So do not move to any other place. No offline time wastage in terms of traveling, or no movement to other city. Clear, guys? So you can watch every video from the comfort of your own device. You don't need to move to any other place. Guys, please download this Unacademy learning app. Here I have uploaded my LR classes. I'm taking right now quant classes also there, which I started with time and work. So one more session, one or two more session are still pending for time and work. Clear, guys? So you can download this particular app from this Google Play or the App Store. So guys, download this and have the free classes benefits. I'm just uploading all these special classes are there which are free. So anybody who's interested can go through all the special classes and then can think of buying the subscription. Okay, guys? A little bit about me. This is Neetu. See, guys, I've done my MBA in retail and marketing management, and I have got very good corporate work ex. Clear? Since I was always inclined towards my studies, so just went for the civil services examinations, but yes, I could not reach on the level required, and then came to teaching industry. I've been with the teaching industry since long time. So I personally feel that I'm an optimistic person who feels that everything is easy. If you find it easy, it comes easier to you. Clear? So stay motivated until you achieve the goal, guys, and do not give up in between. Whosoever is preparing for 21, 22 or upcoming years, guys, please stay motivated. You need to achieve means you need to achieve. Clear? So stay motivated till you achieve a goal. So this is my Telegram link, guys. You can join me here and can have access to all my classes. I'll be updating here and you can get to know when would I be taking all the classes. This is my Unacademy profile, which I mentioned already, that if you are downloading this Unacademy learning app, that this is the profile which you need to look at. Clear? So as I already told you guys that if you are taking, suppose if you are taking CSAT, you are interested in my CSAT course. Clear? So it is not like that you are having access to this only. You are having access to all the UPSC CSC course, which is starting from prelims till the end of interview we have designed. Clear, guys? This is what we have designed. And if you are taking my course, it is not like you are not having access to any other. You will be having access to all our top educators also. 100 plus top educators we do have. So you can see easily. One more thing which I'm really interested in sharing with you guys is that we have comprehensively covered the syllabus. You can look at the number. Just look at the number of the courses which we have designed for UPSC CSE. So many students are asking me these days that, ma'am, I have just started with the preparation, so I'm having difficulty in reading NCERT. So guys, we have even done the NCERT summaries also. You can have access to all that. All the subjects, science and tech, geography, polity, history, optional courses even, everything, art and culture. Many students are complaining about like, ma'am, I'm clear with the prelims, but yes, I am having every time doubts with the mains answer writing. So we have even designed that also, answer writing courses. Clear? More and more practice and strategy. This is most important thing which we have designed for you students. So current affairs, you don't need to move to so many places. Just stick to one place and you'll be done. Clear, guys? So guys, you'll definitely be enjoying the subscription. Definitely you'll be having the benefits. And the amount which we are charging is very, very nominal. Nominal amount you need to pay. Offline courses, you do not get like, anything in these particular amount, right? So I'll not be recommending 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, because you need minimum 1 year to prepare for civil services for UPSC CSC. Clear, guys? So if I tell you about two plans which we have designed for you people, that is Plus and Iconic. Clear, guys? Plus and Iconic. So in Plus plan, what exactly we have is comprehensively we have covered everything like live classes, test series, unlimited practices, and the schedule which I told you already. So how is it different from Iconic? I tell you, Iconic, people were demanding, students were actually demanding that we need some mentor to guide that exactly how are we performing. So you'll be given one single mentor who will be guiding you whether you are doing it right or not. What is the thing which you are lacking? So he will be personally doing the mentoring, right? And daily mains and answer question practice is also given in Iconic. Study planning will be done by us. That is also in Iconic. Personalized feedback, that is one-on-one. Clear, guys? So that is also in Iconic. So if I tell you the amount of Plus subscription, this is Plus. So 12 months, you'll be charged 44,000. For 24 months, you'll be charged 64,000. But yes, you can use this referral code NWTU. Clear, guys? This is the referral code and you can get this 10% extra off on the subscription amount, and you need to pay 39,600 here and 57,600 here. So what about the Plus plan? Plus plan, I told you that how is it different from how is it different from Iconic? So Iconic is having all these features in which you again have 12 months plan and 24 months plan. In 12 months plan, they are charging you 64,000 and 24 99,000. You can use this referral code, get the 10% off, and the amount which you need to pay is this. This is the nominal fee which you need to charge, like which we are charging, because in offline you do not get anything out of this. Clear? So best thing which you can get, because these days offline is not required, online is sufficient. You can get every knowledge online. Clear, guys? No wastage of time, nothing, and you can have all the access to the knowledge. Let us start with the calendar concepts, guys. I'll be starting with the calendar and clock. So first we'll be doing calendar. So anybody who is having the doubts with the calendar will be actually getting the clarity on this, and I hope that after this class you will not be having any query. I'm sure you will not be having any query. And if I tell you about 2020 prelims, there was one question from calendar as well. I already explained this calendar concept on my Unacademy profile before 4th of October. Just I covered all those topics which I was feeling are important. Actually, they were important, and I covered calendar already there. So I'm covering it on YouTube also today. So guys, this is really beneficial. If you are done with this, you are clear with the calendar concept, and I hope that you will not be doing any kind of mistakes later. Clear? So let us talk about calendar first. So what do we need to do? Suppose if we need to, generally we are asked this kind of question, that which day would be, which day would be on after like 10 days from now. If if today is Tuesday. Clear guys? If today is Tuesday. Is this clear? Clear or not? Okay. So what do you need to do? First we need to assign the number. Monday would be 1, Tuesday would be 2, Wednesday would be 3, Thursday would be 4, Friday would be 5, Saturday would be 6, and Sunday would be 7 or 0. Clear guys? So what I mean to tell you is guys, that odd days concepts are there, but since people get confused and they sometimes do the mistakes in the odd days calculation, so we are not calculating anything with the help of odd days. We are using the same concept but with a different scenario. Clear? So let us see. Now suppose today is Monday. Tell me the day. Tell me the day after 8 days. Tell me the day after 8 days, guys. Anybody can answer. I'll give you the 20 seconds. Tell me the day after 8 days. How will you calculate? See, anytime, whenever you are asked which day would be on after these many days, what will you do? After 8 days, they are telling you. So you need to divide 8 by 7. Then the remainder, you need to look at the remainder. You do not need this. You do not need this. You do not need this. You need this only. So you need to divide every number by 7 and the remainder is 1. Clear? So today is Monday, right? Today is Monday. I'm asking you about after 8 days. So Monday is given which day? Which number? 1 and remainder is 1. So what you need to do, that you will be adding it in this and the answer would be 2. So what would be the answer? 2 is referred to what? Tuesday. Is this clear guys? Is this clear? You just need to, suppose had it been Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. What would be the day after 8 days? How would you calculate? Again the remainder is 1. Clear? So Tuesday has been assigned which number? 2. Remainder is 1. Answer would be 3. So 3 is assigned to which day? Wednesday. So answer would be Wednesday. Clear guys? So Wednesday would be the answer. Now suppose if I'm just telling you, tell me the day if today is Thursday, tell me the day after 65 days. Guys, tell me the day after 65 days. How would you calculate? You'll be dividing 65 by 7. 7 nines are 63. So remainder is how much? 2. Today is Thursday. So Thursday is assigned as 4. Clear guys? 4. Then how much is the remainder? Plus 2. Clear? Plus 2. That is what? 6. 6 is given as Saturday. So answer would be Saturday. Saturday. Guys, there's one more question which I want to ask you now. You guys would be answering me. I'll be giving you 40 seconds for that. And if you guys are able to solve that, that's nice. Or I'll be explaining you. Tell me the day after 37 day if today is Thursday. If today is Thursday, tell me the day after 137 days. How would you solve that? I'm giving you 40 seconds, guys. See guys, how we would be solving this question. See, 137 would be divided by 7. 7 ones are 7, right? 67. 7 nines are 63. Remainder is 4. So today is Thursday. So 4 and remainder is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. So what would be the answer? Now tell me which day. So how would you do? You will be adding it and finding the total one, and if it is larger than 7, again you will be dividing it. Clear? 7 ones are 7, then again the answer is 1. Right now, whatever is the value would be the answer. So 1 is represented to Monday. Clear guys? So answer would be Monday. Any confusion? Any confusion guys? I hope there is no confusion now. This is clear? So let us solve this question now. If it was Sunday on January 1, 2006, what was the day of the week January 1, 2010? What was the day of the week January 1, 2010? This, see, I gave you this answer already. If today is Monday, then what will be the day after 65 days? So what would you do? 65 divided by 7. Remainder is 2. Assigned number is 1. Plus 2 is remainder, that is 3. 3 has been assigned to Wednesday. So this is how you can solve. So very fast you can give the answer and very much accurate, because this is what is important when we are attempting for CSAT. Accuracy plus time. Okay guys, so we are trying to reduce the steps so that we can get the answer fast and the accurate answer. Clear? It was Sunday on January 1, 2006. What was the day of the week? See guys, I'll be solving it after this question. Okay. So now, what we need to find when we are given these kind of years, right? So you could have calculated easily. If I'm just asking you after how many days, what is the day, you can calculate it. Now let us do the calculation for the when you are given even the years. So when year is given between 900 to 1999, you will be using this method. So I'll be taking post to 2000 also, which I'll be explaining you after this. Clear? Now suppose if I'm taking any year, let's take 1st January to 1990. Clear? 1st January 1990. I need to know the day. Clear? Now there's one code which I have assigned to every month. Guys, please focus on this. I have assigned one particular code to every month, right? So the code is 033 035 614 625. This is how you can remember this, right? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So you just need to remember this, guys. If you need to solve the question very fast, you need to remember this. 033 035 would be ending 614 625, right? Now suppose if I need to know the 1st January 1990, what was the day? So what would you do? This you would be calculating it by this formula. That is what date. Very first is date. Date is 1. Then month. Month we have been assigned the code. So January has been given which code? 0. So I need to write January as 0. Then year. Year is how much? 1990. So you will be taking last 2 digits only. You will not be taking all the 4 digits, but you will be taking only last 2 digits. Clear? And then LP. LP is the leap year. How would you be calculating the leap year? You'll be taking the last 2 digits of the year, that is 90, and would be dividing it with the 4. Clear? You'll be dividing it by 4. 4 to the 8, 10. Then 4 to the 8 again, remainder is 2. Now, whatever the last remainder is left, Now you need this answer. Quotient is needed. Clear? Clear? So the quotient is needed. Quotient is how much? 22. So you will be writing 22 here, and after adding all of this would be divided by 7. Clear? So let us divide it by like this. 1, that is 3. 113. Clear? So you will be dividing 113 by 7. 7 ones are 7. 7 6 are 42. Remainder is 1. So 1 was assigned to which day? 1 was assigned to which day? Again, now after like solving this, you will be looking at the remainder only. 1 was assigned to which day? Monday. So answer would be Monday. So now you guys can calculate even your birthdays. Clear? So take any day which is your birthday. So let us take 15th August 1945. Clear? Which day it was? You can calculate it. Right? So because I'm taking all the questions related 1900 to 1999. I'll be telling you how to solve later 2000. Clear? So solve this question in another 20 seconds. Otherwise, I'll be explaining it. Okay guys, please solve the question. I'll be explaining it then. Okay guys, let us solve this question also. Say 15th August. 15th August would be what? 15th August 1945. Clear? So 15th is the date you will be adding with the month. Month is August. August has been assigned as 2. Guys, please remember these codes. Until unless you do not remember these codes, you will not be able to solve the questions. So these are the codes which you need to actually remember. Clear? Then I told you need to take the year. Year, last 2 digits only, 45. How would you calculate leap year? 45 divided by 4. 4 ones are 4. 4 ones are 4. Again, last remainder left is 1. Quotient is 11. You'll be writing 11 here. Clear? Then you'll be dividing it by 7. 45, 11, 15 and 2. 13. 73. 73 divided by 7. How much it would be? Remainder would be how much? 3. 3 is the remainder. So what is the value assigned to the 3? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? Wednesday? Am I clear? So you can even check with this. 15th August 1945 was Wednesday. So anybody who is interested in calculating their birthdays or any other special day, they can calculate it with the help of this. Clear guys? So this is the time, but remember the year would be between 1900 to 1999, not after that. Clear? So let us move to few questions. What was the day of the week on 17 June 1998? You guys tell me the answer. 40 seconds. Okay, so let us solve this question also. 17 June. So date plus month plus year plus leap year divided by 7. The remainder would be answer. Clear guys? So date is 17. June would be having code of 4. Clear? June would be having code of 4. What is year? Year you will be taking only last 2 digits, 98. Leap year would be calculated with the help of dividing it by 4. Answer is 24. Then you will divide it by 7. So 17, 98, 24 and 4. 143. Right? So 143 divided by 7. Remainder is 3. Remember this guys, remainder is 3. So 3 is what? 3 has been assigned to Wednesday. Clear? Clear guys? So answer would be C. Clear? So let us move to another question, which is 26 January 1950. The same way 26 January, Jan is having 0 code, 50, 50, right? And 50 divided by 4. So 12 would be here. Clear? Divided by 7. So 26, 12, 50 is 88. 88 divided by 7 is? Remainder is 4. So 4 is what? Thursday? Thursday is the answer. Clear? Now there's one more thing which I tell you guys here. Suppose if I tell you there's no year given. Right? If I tell you that today is 23rd March. Sunday. Tell me the day on 4th October of the same year. How would you calculate? How would you calculate guys? See, how would we be calculating these kind of questions? We have been given that 23rd March is Sunday. Clear? We need to find 4th October. We need to find 4th October. So 23rd March, April. So first 23rd March means how many days more? 8 days more. April, May, June, July, August, September and October 4 days. Clear? Clear guys? 2, 3, 7, 7 and 8, 15. 195. Clear guys? So total is coming out to be 195. So what would you do? 195 divided by 7. 7 sevens are 49. Answer remainder is 6. So 6 has been assigned to which day? See, understand guys, now what I need to tell you that here the remainder is 6. Again, you'll be doing what? Sunday has been assigned 7 or 0. Clear? Now you are given 6. So 0 plus 6. Understand? You need to add in this. 0 plus 6 is answer is 6. Clear? Answer is 6. Now what is 6 assigned as? Saturday. Clear? Had it not been Sunday, suppose it was Monday. It was Monday. And the remainder coming out is 6. Monday has been assigned as 1. Remainder is 6. So answer is 7. 7 is what? Sunday. Remember this guys. 7 has been assigned to Sunday. So answer would be Sunday here. Clear? So now what about these? When we are having 2000 to 2999. Clear? So now in this particular case, what would you do? Again, you will be using the same logic. Date plus month plus year plus leap year divided by 7. But now to calculate the year, what would you do? You will be deducting that particular year from 1900. Suppose if I am talking about 2018. So you will be doing what? The year would be here 118. Clear? And the leap year would be calculated as 118 divided by 4. So here leap year would be 29. Clear? So let us take any day, 17th August 2018. Clear? 17 is the day. August has been assigned which particular number? 2. Clear? So you'll be taking 2 here and then you'll be finding the answer in the same way. 66 divided by 7. 7 nines are 63. Remainder is 3. 3 has been assigned to which day? Wednesday. So you will not be doing any mistake. Clear, guys? Is this clear? This is the only difference which we are having when we are solving from 2000 to 2999. Now there was a question which I tell you in 2020 prelims. Clear? 2020 prelims, there was a question and we needed to calculate. Actually, there was a day given, some day was given and it was told as Sunday, right? So you needed to calculate another day if it is not leap year or if it's leap year. Guys, please go through that question. I've already explained that. And still, if you find any kind of doubt after this session, please let me know. I'll be solving it again. 2020 prelims, one question from calendar. Easily you can solve it now. Clear? Clear, guys? I want to tell you one more thing. Here you will not be using this technique of 1950 because you are not given 1950 or 2000. You will directly be using this method. Clear? Clear, guys? This is all about calendar. Let us solve some questions. So guys, you just give me the answer of this question. Then we'll be moving. Okay, there are few many things which I need to tell you about the calendar also. You guys solve this question. See guys, 22 plus October is what? October is what? First, October has been assigned which day? October, November, December. October is given 0. Clear? 2015. 2015 minus 1900. 1, 1, 1. So 115. Leap year would be how much? Divided by 4. 3 would be the remainder. But I do not need remainder here. I need 28. Clear? Plus 28 divided by 7. So let us calculate it like this. 165 divided by 7. 7 2s are 14. 25. 7 3s are 21. Answer, remainder is 4. 4 has been assigned to which day? 4 has been assigned to which day? Thursday. Clear, guys? So answer would be A. Solve next question in another 40 seconds. Let us solve this question again. May, guys. 28th is the day. May has been assigned what? 033. January, February, March, April, May, June, 614, right? So 1 has been assigned to this. And again 2016, 2006 minus 1900 would be 106. 106 divided by 4. 26 is the leap year. So 106, 26, 128. How much? 10 and 6? 21? 71. 71 divided by 7, remainder would be 1. So 1 has been assigned to, I think I have taken the wrong code. May has been assigned 614. May has been assigned 1 only. May has been assigned 1 only, and 1900 is 6, 106, 106, and you'll be dividing it by 4. 26 is the leap year. 106, 26, 128. 7 and 8 is 15. 15 plus 6 is 21. 2, 4, 6, 7. Remainder would be 1. Remainder would be 1. Answer should be, guys, divided by 7. Answer should be Monday. I need to look at it. What is the problem? 28 is the right thing. 106 is also right. This is also right. 106 is right. 26 is right. 28 and 129. 6, 7, 12, 13, 13 and 7. 13 and 8 is 21. 2, 4, 6, 7. 71. 1 is the remainder, right? So 1 has been assigned to Monday. Guys, there's some confusion with this question. I just need to check with this question, guys. Answer should be Monday. Clear? If it is like that, answer should be Monday. 2006, you will be deducting 1900. And I think there is nothing wrong which we have made. Let us refer to May again. May has been assigned 1 as the value. Yes, we are doing it right. Okay, let me just check, guys, what is the issue here. So I think answer should be Monday now. Clear? One more information about the calendar I just want to guys tell you. What is leap year? Leap year is nothing but the year which is having 366 days, which repeats itself after every 4 years. Right? After every 4 years. Clear, guys? So leap year, one thing I want to tell you about the calendar. Remember this, these are the facts which can help you in exams, that leap year repeats the calendar every 28 years. Like suppose if 2000 is a leap year, after 28 years, that is 2028, you will be having the same calendar as 2000. Clear? So calendar is having the same thing. Clear? And leap year plus 1, suppose 2000, I told you 2000 will be repeating its calendar in 2028. And then leap year plus 1, that means 2000 plus 1, that is 2001, will repeat itself in 6 years. That means in 2007 it will be repeated. Clear? And what about 2 plus 3? That means 2002 or 2003 will repeat itself in 11 years. After 11 years it will be repeated. So 11 years means 2013 and 2014 will have the same calendar as 2002 and 2003. Clear, guys? So this is what, these are the general facts which I'm sharing with you guys. In case if there's some kind of question, you can use these facts and solve the question. Clear? So this is it about the leap year and the calendar. Let us move to clock. I hope that calendar is clear. And still, if there's any kind of doubt you guys have, you can ask me. Clear? So, okay. Angle. What do we mean by clock? Clock is, everybody knows that watch, clock, right? So what kind of questions are coming from the clock? What is the angle at this time at 3 o'clock? What is the angle? Or this is the angle. What is the time? At what minutes this angle would be made? Clear? These are the questions. So general formula which has been made is this formula. You can just put the value and solve the question. That is 11 by 2 minutes is equal to 30 hour plus minus theta. Theta is nothing but the angle. Clear guys? Theta is nothing but the angle. This is m. M is minutes. H is hour. Clear? So if you are needing to calculate, suppose if you are taking 210, you need to find theta at 210. Clear? So let us calculate this. 11 by 2 into minutes is how much? 10. 2 hours 10 minutes. So minutes is 10. Hour is 2. You'll be just putting the value and I'll be telling you why we are taking plus and minus here. So this is 55. 55 is equal to 60 plus minus theta. Clear guys? So if you are taking it here, minus 5 is equal to plus minus theta. So can theta be in negative value? No, it cannot ever be. Angle cannot be negative, right? So we'll be taking negative here, negative here. So theta will be positive. 5 degree would be the answer. Clear guys? So what is the angle at 210 is 5 degree. Clear? So let us take 1040. Again we are solving this question. Clear? What is the angle at 1040? Okay, you guys solve first in 10 seconds, 20 seconds, then I'll be telling you the answer. If you are able to solve it, you'll be getting to know. Okay guys, let us solve this question also. $10.40, right? $10.40 we need to find the angle. So again we'll be putting it into the formula. 11 by 2 minutes is equal to 30 hour plus minus theta. Clear? So minutes is how much? 40. Hour is how much? 10 plus minus theta. 220 minus 300 is equal to plus minus theta. Minus 80 is equal to plus minus theta. So theta would be how much? 80 degree. Clear? So what is the angle at 1040? Between what? Between hands and hour. Between hands and between hands of hour and minutes. Clear? So this is the angle. Angle would be 80 degree. Clear? I hope this is clear now. So this is the one easy formula which you can put anywhere and just calculate the answer. Clear? So now there's one more question which I want to ask you. When would 90 degree angle made? When would 90 degree angle be made between 10 to 11? Tell me this answer. Let's please tell me the answer of this question. Tell me the answer guys, then I'll be solving this question. Let us start with this answer. Between 10 and 11 you need to find the answer, guys. So let us take 11 by 2 minutes. We need to find at the minutes, right? We need to find between 10 and 11. These are the hours in between. The minutes are, we need to find at which minute it will be happening. 90 degree, right? So 30 into 10. 10 why we are taking? Because past 10 only it will be happening, right? After 10 only it will be happening. It will be like either 10:55, 10:56. So the hour would always be 10. Clear? Plus minus theta. Theta is 90 degree. Clear? So 11 by 2 minutes is equal to 300 minus 90, which is 210 into 2 by 11 minutes. Clear? So that is 420 by 11 divided by 11. So answer would be approximately 38.2 by 11 answer would be there. Clear? So this is the answer which you get. So 38.2 by 11 you can multiply it with 60 and you can find the answer. Guys, the exact answer is 420 by 11. So 10 is to 420 by 11. You can solve this with the multiplying it by minutes. So you can get the answer. Clear? I just hope this is clear now. So let us talk about the mirror image. What is mirror image? Suppose this is a clock. Here it is 3. It is 12. Clear? So 3 o'clock is there in this clock right now. Clear? So if I'm just putting it in front of this mirror, what would be there? What would be there? Would it be like this? Would it be like this? So question would be there in general questions you get from the clock is that what is the time when I am having this original time, and in mirror what would be the exact time when 3 o'clock is happening. Clear? So what do? You will deduct it from 12. So if you are deducting it from 12 o'clock, so how much is it? 9 o'clock. Clear? So you can see directly it is 9 o'clock. So in mirror image, whenever you need to find the time in mirror image, you just need to do one thing, that you please deduct the original time by 12 o'clock. Right? So you will get the answer. What about 2:40? Suppose if it is 2:40, then what? How would you solve this? 12 o'clock minus 2:40. Since it is here is 0, so can I write it as 11:60? 11 hours and 60 minutes is the same thing, right? And write 2:40 here so that it is easily deductible. So this is 9:20. So when this is 2:40 in the original clock, in mirror image you will be finding it as 9:20. Clear, guys? Understood? So whenever you have any numbers here, so you can make it 12, you can write 12 as 11:60. Clear? Is this clear, guys? I hope this is clear. So this is how you will be calculating the mirror image. Clear? This is the mirror image. Now what about the water image? What about the water image? What is water image? Suppose this is 3 o'clock again in the original clock. Water is here. So there would be some kind of image here. There would be some kind of image here. So would be having this kind of time, something like that. Right? So what is this? Did you understand the difference between mirror and the water image? This is like, vertical and the horizontal thing. Clear? So now what is the time here? How would you calculate? What would you do? You will be deducting it from 1830. Suppose if there's a time of 10:50 here. Clear? 10:50 here. What is the time here? What is the time here? What will you do? You will be deducting it from 1830. 10:50 is deducted. 10:50 is deducted. Then can you deduct 30, like 50 out of 30? So what will you do? You will be making it 1790. How come 1790? 18 is what? 18 is what? Like 17 plus 60 minutes plus 30, that is 90 minutes. Clear? So you will be deducting it like this and having answer is 740. So if you will be looking at the water image, the answer would be 740. Clear, guys? Is this clear? So whenever you have any larger number than this, what would you do? You will be giving 60 minutes here, adding here, and making it 17, and then you can deduct it. For example, any other we can take. Okay, this is also one interesting question. Let us solve these questions also. You need to find the theta at 5:15 minutes past 5 o'clock. So that is 5:15. You can easily calculate 11 by 2 into 15 is equal to 30 into 5 plus minus theta. Clear? So how much it would be? 11 into 15 is 165 by 2 minus 150 is equal to plus minus theta. Clear? 300 minus 165 is how much? 135. 135 by 2 is the answer. Clear? So this is the answer of the theta question. Now there's one more question about 10 and 11. Between 10 and 11, both hand of clock would meet. What do we mean by that? Suppose we need to meet both the hands, right? So if they are meeting both the hands, that means angle is how much? 0. So we need to find what minute, right? 11 by 2, we need to find the minutes. I told you already that we will be taking hour as 10, right? Now angle is 0 plus minus 0. 11 by 2 minutes is equal to 300. 300. So minutes is equal to 600 by 11. So this would be the answer. 10 past 600 by 11 minutes. Solve this question, solve this 600 by 11 and you'll get the answer. Clear? This is how you'll be calculating. Even angle theta you need to find, you can find here, right? And I hope that mirror image and water image you are clear with this. I hope you are clear with this. Guys, please solve maximum question from these topics, and if you are having any doubt, ask me in the comment section. If there's any kind of doubt you are having, you can ask me in the comment section. I would be taking up that. Clear? Okay guys, so we are done with clock and calendar today, and let's meet tomorrow with average classes I'll be taking, and series also. So let us decide with that also, guys. So I just hope that you like the class, you like the concepts, and I'm sure if you are just going through the concepts easily, it would help you in finding the accurate answer in lesser time. Clear? So please go through these concepts. They will help you in solving clock and calendar, and there will not be any question wrong. Okay guys, so we are done with this. Come up with more questions if you have, and let us solve with this. Thank you guys. Thank you. It was a nice session. Let's crack UPSC CSE English, my channel, where you can just look at all my videos. And anybody who's planning to take the subscription, guys, you can use this referral code NEETU. Please use this referral code. You'll get 10% extra discount. And like, share and subscribe. If you are liking the videos, if you are liking the classes, please share it with your friends also, guys. Give your comment. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys.